Please, wise man, the public wants to hear your words.
Not ballsy.
What'd he say?
Welcome to another episode of a TechAnimators Podcast. This episode is about controversies, FNAF lore, and behind-the-scenes stories. Hello?
Alright, hello?
Hello? You heard me, right?
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
heard.
So, discussion topic. Always the hardest part at the start, just trying to find a topic.
Don't worry.
So, wait 1 second.
Alright.
Alright. So, let's just start. Let's just start with the most recent events of controversy. What do you think about the Ava Chris Tyson controversy?
Ava Chris Tyson.
Mr. Beast.
Honestly, I don't really want to have a say. I mean, it's Chris's life. So it's not for me to judge, but I mean, yeah, I support LGBTQ and all that stuff, but
Sorry, but I didn't mean that. I meant he was recently accused of being a pedo with evidence.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about like him leaving
Transgender.
everything Mr. Beast related.
Mm.
Honestly, like yeah, I'm trying to figure out how do I phrase this. I mean, yeah, obviously pedophilia is really bad.
And yeah, not good.
Not really something I expected. Yeah, it's not really something I expected him to do. Considering he has a family, he has
Yeah.
you know,
He has a
yeah,
ex-wife.
and he has a son.
And it's been going on for years. Like, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Mr. Beast knew about it for about 11 years. Jimmy himself.
Yeah.
And he's done so many things. And apparently, when they were trying to fire him initially, before the whole situation came out, he just wouldn't let them. He would just say, I will sue you and blah, blah, blah. And they'd lose a bunch of money and stuff. And so,
But in the end, it spread to the public, and
yeah. And
he quit on his own terms.
Yeah. Okay. Seems like every month of this year there's a new PDF file.
Oh, yeah.
I
mean, I guess, but like
I had an image somewhere. Yo. Big Eddie, you could just request to speak. Oh,
Oh, you left.
why did he leave? Oh. Hmm. Oh crap! I'm really sick right now, so.
Oh yeah, don't worry. That's
Probably shouldn't show that. That's a bunch of Discord bot stuff. Um, Twitter.com. Oh, did you see the studio? The FNAF in real time.
yeah.
So basically, what has happened? Some fans, in quotation marks, have sent them gore pictures of a rape victim, and all of them, the whole team. So they've decided to make FNAF in real time and Studio IRT a different entity. So, they are no longer in control of FNAF in real time. I mean, that's fine as long as the team for FNAF in real time are good at their job.
Mhm.
I still can't wait for it though. I'm
Oh
pretty,
yeah.
pretty sure there's been
Honest.
a few more demo releases.
Yeah, but all in all, it honestly looks really good. I'm
Mm,
quite excited for that to release.
yeah. And Into the Pit releases in what, 12 days?
Oh dang, really?
Yeah, I think so. Sounds about right. Something like that. 10, 12 days. So that's happening. Um, I might buy it. I might buy it. So,
Yeah, you should genuinely stream this on Twitch or something.
the podcast.
Yeah.
I would stream it to the TechAnimators account on YouTube, but I can't. It's going to be a video though.
Oh, alright.
There, there are 3 TechAnimator podcast videos right now, I believe. Maybe 4.
Oh dang, really?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I am recording. I thought I wasn't recording for a second. So there's podcast. Yeah, there's 3 episodes.
Oh, alright. It's cool.
And yeah, 3 episodes. And so first one's about who knows what. Second one's just about literally 3D printing and crap. Third one's about controversies. The third one is the late one. So
Okay.
yeah, it it was much more active than this one because there are like 3 people in it, and 2 of them are like the most hyperactive people I know, except for me.
I think maybe this should have been planned rather than go at it, but he left. Bro, he's one of my friends. I don't know, I don't know why I'm really awkward today, but
Mm.
I mean, I honestly expected more of
This, yeah. Um, some days it is pretty good in here. Well, during the podcast once.
yeah.
but other days it's not like this. Oh, he's back.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, okay.
I'm currently developing a bot for Discord.
Yeah, is that on the? Uh-huh.
And what? It hasn't got many commands, but I guess it's okay right now. Yesterday afternoon for like 3 hours straight, tried to get it to play music in a voice channel. It would not play music. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
still
one of my favorite controversies of all time. You should have planned this in like a Google Doc or something.
Yeah. It's not just only about it's not only just about controversies, it's also about random crap. Like projects, behind the scenes, spin-off stories, lore, etc. and controversies. I decided for controversies. What do you mean, what did I do here? What do I do? Well, because you're a tech I don't believe you're a tech animator. I guess you just listen. You're an audience.
Yeah, he's not a tech animator. I mean, bruh, I just joined.
um, what do you think of Ink Demons and not no Wicked Makers animatronics?
Repeat that?
What do you think of Wicked Animators animatronics?
What do you mean, wicked animators?
Wait, Wicked Makers. Like the one
What do
with
you mean?
the skull logo. I keep messing up their name.
Honestly, I haven't been following much up with tech animators. I mean, it's a really dead community.
Yeah, I guess, but they're not in tech animators. I'll just
mm.
screenshotted it. Really popular YouTubers. What?
I mean, I'm
1.35
a
million
big
subscribers.
I'm a big fan of Vomited Thoughts though.
Yeah, same.
Vomited Thoughts and Simon's animatronics is what got me into engineering as a whole.
And
Like
they're in
I
tech
was in
animators. Both of
I was
them.
in Dubai at the time.
Dubai.
Yeah. It was January of 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when I joined.
Yeah.
Actually, fun fact, I founded Foxtrot Robotics, I believe, on January 1st, 2023. It was like, it was, I think, around 12:30 or something. I finished up watching fireworks at the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, yeah.
Mm.
And another one of Simon's videos popped up in my feed, and I decided, you know what? How about I give this a go? Because I really liked FNAF. So I decided to do that, and yeah, so the whole.
My original plan was to get Simon's animatronic eyes because some reason I thought they were good. Hadn't found Will Cogley yet. And then I decided to get someone else's head base and blah blah blah. Then I realized, wait, that would. Sorry, I realized, wait, that would not work. Sorry.
Another thing is, I actually don't know how to model. I'm still trying to learn how to use Blender and all that stuff.
For 3D
Yeah.
models, for 3D printing, I use Fusion 360.
Oh yeah, Fusion. I think I got, yeah, I downloaded that like January 2023. I forgot about that.
Mm. And yeah, when did you get your 3D printer?
My 3D printer, I honestly don't know. I think February, maybe March
Mm,
2023. It's just been rotting in my garage ever since because I couldn't, or I was too lazy to pester my father about getting isopropyl alcohol and get the print sticking, cause my prints would end up like making a whole seizure on the table, and there's all this like plastic on the table.
mm.
So yeah.
Are you printing anything right now?
No, cause it's in my garage right now. It's just collecting dust there.
Yeah. um, my printer's currently broken. It clogged up and then it created a blob around the nozzle. And it's not the printer itself that's broken, it's the silicone cover for the nozzle. So I just said my printer is broken. That's easiest. But yeah,
Um,
so that's why I don't make many 3D printing videos. I managed anymore. I'm waiting for a replacement. I managed to make. Ew! What the hell has happened with YouTube's design? Sorry, but
no way. It looks like mobile and PC.
exactly. The hell.
Oh well.
Anyway, so I managed to 3D print three things and then caught it on camera, and I 3D printed something else, and and it just failed and then clogged up because I printed it overnight
Uh-huh.
and didn't watch it. The first layer peeled up because it was like what 9 p.m. and it was a school night, and so I just like left it there and then clogged up the next morning. But I've removed most of the blob. There's a lot of blob there, and
Yeah, I actually in the nozzle, yeah, I had my 3D printer came with this like stick thing to shove in the nozzle of my 3D printer. It gets all like you just heat up your nozzle. I think there's like some mode to try getting it out. I think it's extruding or something. But yeah, you
mm-hmm.
do that and you stick the little small rod in the nozzle, and yeah,
Yeah,
that's how you
but
clean.
the print kind of stuck to the nozzle and covered the nozzle, and then it just started trying to print over that. And when it eventually came off, but when it came off,
Oh.
there was a little blob there, and then it just started extruding the blob, making it bigger and bigger. It's just like I just thought of that thing in Goosebumps, that little blob monster thingy or something.
Was it the first? I don't know.
It was it was a weird thing. I don't know.
The only Goosebumps books I recall reading was like I think what first grade or something.
Mm,
That was
it was in the movie.
oh, but yeah, I don't recall much.
I haven't watched a movie in years. I remember when I was tiny and first started watching the movies, I was like insanely scared to watch it because I was tiny again.
Actually, funny enough, I think what is this August or not August? Forgot when the FNAF movie released, but I think 2, 3 days after I went with a couple of my friends to see the FNAF movie in theaters. The theater was like surprisingly empty, but then I realized why, because there were Spanish subtitles and I accidentally got the Spanish subtitle movie. There's like one group of like teenage girls sitting across from us, and the thing is we were whispering to each other because my friend group's really chaotic. We were whispering to each other. Uh, one of the girls proceeded to say a couple vulgar things, and yeah. So it was kind of a funny experience getting chewed out by some teenage girl for like whispering in a theater. And when we were walking out to refill our drinks, we had like slushies or whatever. When we were walking
Mm.
out to refill our drinks, one of the staff member was just who was walking along. So there's the main entrance, and then to the left of the main entrance, there's this hallway which leads to the theaters, and I think same as the right. But we were on the left side, and so as we were walking down that hallway, one of the staff of the theater said, "Could you guys please keep it down in the theater?" I mean, we said, yeah, sure, and we just kept walking. But all in all, it was a really funny experience. I can't take my friends places, but I remember after I finished watching the movie, my when we were so it was in a mall, the theater, and so as we were walking out the mall, there was a street, and then there was a parking lot. My one of my friends had Crocs on, and as he was walking, it fell off his foot and it got ran over by a car. That was really that was hilarious, bro. So he ended up retrieving it, and as we sat in the car ride, like after we dropped everyone off, my father started talking about how all my friends were just chaotic. But yeah, all in all, it was a fun experience. I'd do it again.
But this is the most interesting turn of events. That's what I remember. Well, I so you went to a movie theater and you went to a FNAF movie, and you accidentally
No, we didn't accidentally go.
no
We bought ticket.
you
We
accidentally
accidentally
bought the tickets for the
Spanish subtitles. Yeah,
Spanish subtitles. Was it still speaking English?
yeah. It's still English, but yeah, I was quite surprised why the theater was empty even with Spanish subtitles. And it was like what 2 3 days after the release.
Mm,
It was on the weekend after the release.
yeah,
I
that's
think it
when
released on either a Thursday or a Friday. But
the weekend after the release is usually when everyone goes because well, there's the first wave of people who go day of release, and because they're like what hardcore fans. And then
yeah,
there's the next group of people that go for weekend of release because they have work, school, etc.
yeah.
Mm,
That's why we went.
yeah, I went for um, I think it was like at least not the same week as for release, but maybe the second week, the week after that, and so and so I went with my friend, um, and his dad picked me up, right? And
Mhm.
and so we got to the cinema, ordered our food, drinks, etc. Then we went into the cinema. Then we sat down, and then the dad's just like, he's like, "All right, I'll leave you two alone," and then went to sit like all the way at the bottom of the theater, and um, and so like I was like, oh, because he was just on his own. Like you'd see a whole crowd of people on the top part of the theater, and then bottom of the theater, it's just him. He's
Mm.
just sitting in the center, right there in the bottom of the theater. But he snuck his phone out and recorded the spring lock scene. So
Oh wait, yeah. I think Someone tried to record the movie, one of my friends.
Mm.
Another one of my friends just stopped them. I don't know why. Or no, wait, that was a different movie. My bad. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I also remember one time, I forgot what movie it was, but um the top was pretty much crowded, so we had nowhere to sit for like 5 people because I went with my whole family. So we went to the bottom. Now there was barely anyone here there, of course. There was like a mum, a dad, and 2 girls. And these 2 girls, I swear, they were like 4, 8 years old, right?
mhm.
Just running around. And like they ran past like in our alley, and their parents weren't even disciplining them or anything and they were screaming as well,
Mm.
like mucking around, being a child, of course. Um, and so I know this is really weird. I know this is uh, this. I know people would disagree, but 4 years old, and it was a PG movie. I know that's not that bad, but the the requirements for PG are like what? In Australia,
Mhm.
PG age is well, it says not recommended for viewing under 15, but like necessarily what society says is like 10, 12 years old. You're allowed to watch
Uh,
PG movies. I started watching them at what, 6 or something. But and then M movies are also 13, 15 years old. Um so anyway, it's a PG movie. Um and they were just mucking around. And so I was tempted if they would come back through but in my aisle, I was tempted just to put my leg up, just trip them over. They were that loud.
well,
Um, I remember one time it was my birthday and I was the one being a bit messing around because it was my birthday. I was excited. I went to the cinemas with my friends at the time. I think this was in grade 4, um, a few years ago. Um, so I went to my cinemas with my friends at the time because it was my birthday, and um, we went, and then I was just mucking around. Because we were at the very, very, very back, like the last aisle. There was a bit of room behind us. I literally climbed over my chair, snuck behind them, and then said hello. And then my dad would turn around when he'd see me and be like, and then he'd be angry at me and tell me to go back to my seat. Still whispering though. So I went back to my seat. I made my friend laugh though, so
mhm.
that was my only goal. Um, and then one more time, I went to my friend's birthday party. So I was sharing a large popcorn between 2 people. Um, and so I said, and so the person I was sharing it with didn't want any popcorn, so I just got a whole large popcorn to myself. That was the best. And then I got sick afterwards. I always get sick afterwards.
Mm.
So yeah.
I mean, there's something I was going to say.
Yeah, I yap too much.
No, don't worry. I had my share of yapperness. Oh, I'm also into like quite a lot of Milsim games.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh,
but oh, continue. Sorry.
no, you can go.
Okay. So yeah, I'm in a couple Milsim games. I have a really big interest in that. Um, I'm in one of I'm in a Milsim community. It's based in World War II. Um, but it's really unhinged if you join a division and
Mm,
get along with the community.
mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Sorry. When you do make an animatronic, what animatronic, or you continue making animatronic, what animatronic will you make or are you making?
Um, for now, I think a Freddy one. I'm still in the process of planning.
Mm,
I think I'll start off with the head, and then maybe the other limbs I'll use. I forgot what it's called. It's aluminum something.
Extrudes.
Those like yeah, aluminum extrudes. I heard
Mm,
those might be good. I just
um.
gotta cover it with like a layer of
F-
maybe.
PVC foam. Because you would really want it to be lightweight, I'd say use aluminum extrudes for the main body, so your torso, and
Uh-huh.
for arms use PCV pipes, PCB pipes, PCV. I don't know, whatever it's called. Do you know what I mean?
PVC pipes.
PVC pipes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because aluminum extrudes would probably be a bit heavy.
Mm.
Um, because it's full on ginormous chunk of aluminum. You need a very powerful motor for that, and it just becomes very clunky. So what a lot of people do is use PVC pipes. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah, PVC pipes.
Mm. That's what I saw what wicked makers do, Tofus do, etc. A lot of people do
Um.
it. It's not just them. And some people just fully 3D print stuff. Like I don't know, for Simon's arms, he fully 3D printed his arms.
Yeah. I mean, I think as I remember I watched a VHS. I think it's what maybe a year or two old. What's like FNAF VHS explaining how a spring lock works.
Yeah.
It's obviously fan fiction, but it seems like it might work. It's fiberglass shells and
Mm.
there's like a
I've seen many spring lock projects. Um,
yeah.
I was I have so many projects that I've just planned. I just haven't started producing them. Um, so I was once, what's the guy who made his spring lock spring body? Not
um I think Freddy or something Joker or the Spring Joker, yeah. Or no
no.
wait, it's the guy with the glasses.
Oh, God. Um, he has like a rabbit as his profile picture, a gray rabbit.
He's in TechAnimators.
Maybe.
That one guy.
No. Oh, no. He's made a spring body, but he hasn't made spring locks.
Mm,
Anyway, he made his specific spring lock model, which I really, really like. Right.
mm-hmm.
So I was planning to make that, but somehow I had like a mechanical thing when it detects moisture, it automatically goes off.
Oh, think I have something like that.
Mm,
I had this old engineering kit, and I have a lot of spare parts from it. Some
mm.
that I never used, but I think I did have like a moisture. Don't know what the part specifically is called, but
I didn't want to use a moisture sensor, like a digital one. I didn't want to
Mhm.
use anything digital. I just wanted to when it touch detects moisture, like mechanically. I'm sure that's possible. I'm sure people have done it in the past. Let me know in the comments. This is going on YouTube. Um, um, so when it detects moisture, it but without a moisture sensor somehow, like just like a little part that's not using electronics, it will like cause some sort of pressure and make the spring lock go off somehow. Don't know how it's
mm.
gonna be made.
Honestly, I think it's just a faulty mechanism. Like
Mm.
for some reason the spring lock suit doesn't use really something sturdy, and it kind of just slips from it, or not
Oh,
sturdy. I'm sorry.
I was just listening.
Okay. Okay. I think it uses something like I guess has a unstable like base or something, or
Hmm.
maybe it's a hollow material or something. I don't know, but that causes it to slip when it comes into contact with moisture. I don't know how the slightest of moisture is causes a whole failure, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. It would probably just be a faulty design.
Yeah. I mean, it was the 80s, so
It was the 80s, of course it was. Yeah. So how h- how unlucky he just sat in that spot where water was just dripping. How ironic would that be? Like
I
the
mean, yeah.
chances of that if he just like sat a centimeter to the left.
I mean, I
He,
think the whole entire roof was just leaky.
uh,
Because if you look at the actual spring lock scene in FNAF 3, I think they're just multiple streams of rain or something.
I see.
Because yeah, it's probably leaky all around.
Should have got that fixed.
I mean, well, it was an old building, right?
Yeah,
It was.
it's yeah, it was. I guess it has been around, probably has been around since the 60s, probably because it's been reused into
I
multiple
don't.
diners and restaurants.
I
And
don't think
then,
it would be dating back to the 60s.
oh yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Fredbear's was conceived in the 70s, right? But you gotta
Yeah,
think, it
70s.
did they either build that building with Fredbear's, or did another business go out of business and then they had and then the building was up for sale? What is the
Honestly,
most likely chance?
I don't
Someone's
think.
because when you start a business, obviously you have a budget, and sometimes the best thing to do is not to buy a building to use rather than just build a whole new building.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mhm.
Like how in Into the Pit, the Fredbear's Night, the Five Nights at Freddy's was uh, the building was bought into
Yeah.
whatever
But I
thing
think,
is.
yeah, I think I don't. It's not really that important to the lore on whether it was like bought or whatever. But
Mm,
I think it was either William Afton was a venture capitalist, unlikely. There's nothing in the lore that signifies it, but I'm just throwing it out there. He might have been a venture capitalist or like had some money, enough money to make a whole new building.
Hmm. Yeah, plus in the 70s, prices were
Yeah.
like a building to
Or
make would be really expensive today, but back then it'd be like what, $5,000?
yeah. Or they used some like old building and renovated the interior of it. Cause if you look at a lot of theories, some say that Henry and William decided to merge businesses, and
Mm.
so I'm assuming after that they probably bought like a bigger pizzeria, and I think William just had like a small one, you know?
Yeah. Or I'd like to say this because Fredbear's, the original Fredbear's, um, was at an all-time low because it was dying, and when they merged businesses, Chica's Party World basically just bought 80% of it, 90% of it, and
Mhm.
so they basically both had creative design. So Henry was the company owner, the CEO, but William was a lot creative design, um, etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what could have happened? They moved into Henry's building
Mm,
because when you or Henry moved into William's building because
yeah.
maybe Williams was bigger and he basically couldn't afford rent or stuff for his building.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's a good theory.
Mhm.
Basically, bought out his business, bought out his building, boom. Because
Mm,
Henry's must have been making millions at the time when he bought Fredbear's, and Fredbear's was only probably worth $10,000
mm,
at the time when he built, and then it got really big, and then it went extinct, and basically was brainwashed people that it did not exist. And
mm,
then there was Freddy's, then there was, well, sorry, for Freddy's 2, then there was Freddy's, then there was the FNAF 2 diner, but it was, because even though the FNAF 2 diner came before Five Nights at Freddy's 1, it's still after the FNAF 1 diner. Well, because do keep in mind there are probably like two or three diners around America. So,
mm,
when when s- so when so one of them diners was with like the original Wivid animatronics, right? The first diner that opened, and then it was like then all the then all the then then all the kidnappings happened in the original
mhm,
diner, and so they went so fired, and then they reused that diner with the Wivid animatronics
mhm,
and created FNAF 2 place. By this time, there are another two diners open. So,
mm,
which via those events did not happen in. I'm guessing this original diner is the Fredbear Diner. Then it was rebuilt into the FNAF 2 diner. And then when
yeah.
Michael then the whole FNAF 2 happens, then the Withered, and after the FNAF 2, the Withered animatronics are brought to the other diner, another diner. And in 1999 or something, FNAF 1 happens.
Mm,
after they're repaired, because they look complete. Some guess, but after they repaired, they look completely different to their original state. Because if you the aesthetic design in the early 80s to the early 90s are completely different. And they look more cartoonish. So that would explain why they still have their remnant and stuff. They were just moved from a different dino. That's my theory, at least.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, too. It fills in most of the gaps. Unless you're thinking of any other gaps. How long has this been? 46 minutes.
46 minutes of pure silence.
Pure silence. I don't think me yapping about FNAF floor is pure silence.
I mean, this should have been planned, but
it really should. These usually questions are planned. That's not how the TechAnimators podcast has been rolling for the last 3 episodes. Then I gotta edit this, then I gotta send it to Glitch Toaster, and he's gonna upload it. I also gotta make a thumbnail for it, etc., etc. Because I've been making thumbnails for the TechAnimators channel for free. So yeah. I uploaded a recent video about
making cosplays is
no, a new video about. It's called "This is the Most Dangerous DIY Channel." It's about a channel. Please don't play. Okay. It's about a channel called Interesting Data. High Balls request to speak if you want to speak on the TechAnimators podcast. And this guy literally nearly cuts himself so many times. But that got a decent amount of interest. 81 views. May not seem like much, but to me, that's nearly 100 views. And I am just trying to, this isn't out of a point, but I'm just trying to get my channel back to standard, because I used to get my most viewed videos was, I'm not gonna save the whole controversy this one. You can check out the last podcast episode if you want to hear the controversy. Look, 57,000 views. Copyright strike took down.
Dude, what are you sending in Okay, anyways, continue.
Sorry. So it had 57,000 views. Copyright strike took down. Whole controversy said the last episode, like I said. But I used to get an average of 3,000 views on my things. And now they're averaging, 80 views? It's like, I don't even know what happened. And I'm not blaming it on the algorithm. I saw this, sorry, I've switched conversations so quickly. I saw this trick, like, you know how people blame it on the algorithm, say, oh, the algorithm doesn't like my videos. I saw this trick where you replace algorithm with viewers. The viewers didn't like my video. Now you see why that is a better mindset. Now you can think to yourself, so the viewers didn't like my video. How do I make my video better? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyone out there who's struggling on YouTube, There's a
mean,
tip for
well,
you.
Comments are definitely not gonna help because they're just gonna throw the most like diabolical insults, not even telling you what's wrong.
Usually not for my comments. I get like good comments, and then I've had like good
I
comments.
remember I was making cheaply made FNAF content. I
Mm.
came up with an original idea, but I was on mobile, so I used a template. My friend then started to add some more, and I posted it. One guy said, I think not funny joke or something like that. It was a meme about the bite of 83 or something. He said
Mm.
not funny joke. And I was like
Why?
like
Why isn't it funny?
he just decided to comment not funny joke and not elaborate further.
Yeah, my comments aren't usually like that. I make I usually get either good comments or constructive comments, which are like, "Hey, you should do this, do that." I've gotten like 1 or 2 hate comments. That's it.
Mm.
Don't know why I'm not a target. When I started YouTube a couple years ago, first videos are deleted because I didn't want them up. I had 0 views, but when I started with Micro Maxi, when I rebranded and crap, I had 15 subscribers. Anyway, so when I started, I only got my first hate comment at 500 subscribers, and because what people say, they usually like, "Oh, you will get hate comments like really often,
Yeah.
like making it seem like it's really bad, like every 10 minutes." But I only got my first hate comment at like 800 subscribers.
Mm.
So like, I guess it's when you become bigger. Why'd you ping me?
Look, bro. Look what I replied to. You're
Oh,
banned.
you're bad.
You're banned, buddy.
You're
Well, we
bad.
have a soundboard for this. Wait, am I even allowed to use soundboard?
I don't know. Are
Never
you?
mind, I don't think I'm allowed.
So yeah, I only just really uploaded that. Yes, I like crap. I try my best to be consistent,
Mm-hmm.
but I try my best to be consistent. I cannot be consistent. It's like impossible for me to be consistent. I have no motivation most of the time. You know, I've already burned out. Wait, am I talking?
What do you mean? Last thing you said was when I pinged you in
I was just rambling on and I didn't know I was muted.
you were muted?
No, I wasn't muted. My mic wasn't working.
Oh.
Where'd it go? I'm not looking at chat anymore. I have to cut those parts out because
Yeah. Why? Come on, just request to speak, you know. The public wants to hear some words from you.
the public wants to
Like
hear your wise words.
just like give me one sentence. One
Please,
sentence and like
please, wise man. The public wants to hear your words.
alright. He's saying something.
Okay, okay.
Shh.
Shh. What?
Come on, like
You're the wisest man ever to exist, and
yeah.
we need to hear your words.
The public needs you.
I'm expecting him just to say it out of the blue, just like silence for like 10 minutes and just like balls.
Well, we'll see, you know?
Yeah. Sorry.
Dang you. What was that tube thing I heard? Those tubes you stretch out, those ASMR tubes, I don't know.
that was my headset mic scratching against my mic. My bed mic.
Oh.
My balls hit.
What'd he say?
No, I wasn't. That's what I heard.
Bro, that's actually life-changing.
Yes. Thank you for the advice.
Yo, guys, game night mid-podcast.
Well, this is mid podcast.
Yeah, let's have game night mid-podcast. Whoa. Yeah, wasn't there like a Roblox TechAnimators group or something?
Yeah.
Am I in it?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
Oh yeah, I'm in it. TechAnimators Roblox, I'm member.
This.
There's 44 funds!
What does that mean?
There's 44 group funds in the Roblox group for
What a-
tech animator.
what a
Why
group-
am I a member, not a tech animator?
Am I a tech animator?
Yeah, you're a tech animator.
Let's go.
Or no, sorry, you're not a tech animator. You're
Oh.
a member.
Damn it.
Well, I'm gonna add you. You got the Freddy. You got the. Wait, should we play like FNAF Doom or FNAF Coop or something? What?
I think he's turned into a snake. Don't worry.
Shh. Shh. I see dead people. There 0511119.
You know what?
So replaceable.
I'm gonna leave now, which means it's the end of the podcast. But I'll add you.
This was
very entertaining podcast because I gotta edit it now. Crap. But all right. See ya.
dude,
And
this
goodbye to the
podcast was,
viewers.
like- yeah, I have one more closing statement to say to the viewers.
Yes.
Marlboro or Grappa Broski Skibidi Lewandowski.